Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to another Lost reaction. This is season 5 episode 12 and it's called Dead is Dead. Kind of suspected that all along. In the last episode, Ben, after being shot by Saeed, he was taken to the temple by Richard, who says he could save Ben, but Ben will always be one of them afterwards, that he would be changed by it. We have yet to see. Have we yet to see what that change actually means, or have we already seen it? As in older Ben being a psychopath. And it seemed at the time like Charles and Ellie were still in charge in 1977. So, I mean, I say in charge. We all know that Richard's the one that's really in charge, and even then we know that Richard isn't really the one that's in charge. That's Jacob, whatever Jacob turns out to be. Yeah, 1954 to 1977, that's quite a long time to be in charge, both of them. Were they a couple? Could it possibly be that Penny and Daniel are related? It seems to me like, because Charles said that Ben tricked him into leaving the island. Of course, he could be lying. Charles does lie. But something about that doesn't make sense. Like, Charles was still there in 92 when Ben took over? Or was it young Ben, little Ben, the Ben we're seeing now, that tricked Charles into leaving? Because Penny wasn't born in 92, so Charles had to have left the island a lot time before that. I think it must have been young Ben that tricked him off the island. I wonder how that transpired. I've noticed a lot of anks in the show. Well, two instances as far as I can tell. Are anks going to become a theme in this? Because Paul had one round his neck because what's her name? Amy took it off of Paul's neck. And also Jacob, the statue, when we saw the back of the statue, it looked like there were things in its hand which, well, we can't get a really good look at it because it's below the tree level, but it kind of looks like they could be carrying anks. Okay, I don't know about that one. We found out about Kate and why she gave up Aaron. Well, who she gave up Aaron to. That she came clean and told Claire's mum all about it. Yeah, we already know why she came back. See, I think there was a scene in that episode where Kate loses Aaron in the supermarket. And then she finds him in the hands of another woman who seems to be taking him out of the shop. I mean, she said she was going to call the security, but it didn't look like that's where she was headed. It looked like she was headed out of the shop. And Aaron didn't seem to be making much of a protest about it either. It's almost as if Aaron has got some sort of innate power to trigger parental instincts in people. The psychic was really adamant that Claire should raise him. Yes, he kept saying it has to be you, it has to be you. That the child has to be a product of your influence, or something like that. And then Kate finds him alone after Claire abandons him to go off with Christian, and immediately Kate becomes its mother. And then Kate loses him in the supermarket and the instincts kick in or something, and somebody else tries to take him away and look after him. Even Ethan went through that kind of with Claire. You see where I'm going. I don't know if I'm making any kind of rational point, but freaky stuff happens on this island, so you can't rule anything out. Obviously, you can rule out a spaceship. That was a joke. Unless, of course, I turn out to be right, in which case, no, it was definitely not a joke. That was a full-on prediction. But if I turn out to be wrong, nah, it's a joke. What else do we have? Daniel disappears. Sawyer said that Daniel had done or just disappeared sometime before. I think we know that he's gone down and is helping build the orchid. After all, he does know all about space-time travel, and that this is maybe where he gets his notebook. Like he's writing his own notebook, and then he'll send it back in time for young Daniel to find. Or maybe they never escaped this time loop thing. What's going? Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to get on with it. John, should we discuss John? Because Christian was brought back from the dead. He was just a dead body, ordinary corpse on the plane until it crashed, and then he was resurrected. But he seems to have been resurrected for a purpose, and that purpose is to be the spokesperson for the island or something. And he's appearing at all sorts of time periods. He appeared to John back in the deep past. He's appearing to Son and Frank in the present. He was on the freighter for Michael. He's bouncing all over the place in time as well as space. But John's been resurrected now as well, at the same time as Christian. So the island can definitely support 2 dead people, which makes it at least twice as good as the Red Dwarf mining ship, which could only sustain 1 dead person at a time. Yeah, what's John's purpose? I mean, he never really found out what his purpose was, apart from to be the leader of the hostiles, whatever that means, whatever that entails. But his greater purpose, he spent a long time searching for that on the island and never really found it. So is he now going to find that greater purpose? Is he going to be recruited into the ranks of Jacob's helpers? And is Ben dead? I mean, is young Ben dead and he's going to be brought back to life? Or is he going to be just, like, saved? And is there a real distinction? Is there different implications involved depending on whether his life is saved or whether his life is restarted?
Welcome back to the land of the living. My God. You're alive.
He didn't know it was going to happen.
Yes, I am. I knew that this would happen.
No, you didn't.
Then why are you so surprised?
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to believe it, John. It's another thing to see it. I broke the rules, John. I came back to the island. I was going to answer for what I'd done. I was going back to be judged.
Was you?
Judged.
Like Echo was judged.
By whom? But I believe you call it the monster.
Yep. So the monster is judge and jury and executioner, it would seem. It's wrong to be judge, jury and executioner. That's Rousseau. Oh.
Don't do it.
So Ben did kidnap.
You're the one who infected us, aren't you? Don't take my Alex.
Do you want your baby to live?
Why are you taking her?
Be grateful you're still alive. Now you listen to me. If you try to follow me, or if you ever come looking for me, I'll kill you. And if you want your child to live, every time you hear whispers, you run the other way.
So Ben did take Rousseau's child. But why? Why did he take her?
Caesar, right? I was under the impression these were found here, so I'm just going to borrow one. I'm happy to leave the other boat for you in case you want to follow us.
Us? Are you going with him?
He didn't really give me a choice.
What you are going to do is to sit down and tell us how you know so much about this island, my friend.
That's going to take a while.
And you are not taking in.
You looking for this?
Ben, there was no need for
And
that.
I are taking a boat. Does anyone else have a problem with that?
There's absolutely no need for that, Ben. You could have just told him that you were a willing captor. Okay, Caesar's dead. He was a good character. Well, he had the potential of being a good character.
I think you're lying.
Lying about what?
That you want to be judged for leaving the island and coming back because it's against the rules. I don't think you care about rules.
Then what do I want to be judged for, John?
For killing your daughter.
John may have a point there.
You might find this difficult to understand, Benjamin. Every decision I've made has been about protecting this island.
Is killing this baby what Jacob wants?
And Richard just stays in the sidelines, just watching what happens.
And here she is.
Killing yourself.
You do it.
Okay, I was kind of right. Ben did kind of kidnap Alex in order to save Alex.
Son?
What are you doing here?
This used to be my house.
Oh.
That was taken in 1977.
Are you trying to tell me that your friends were in the Dharma Initiative?
You don't know about this?
No, he doesn't.
Of course not.
He told us to come in here and wait.
Wait for what?
He said if I ever wanted to see my husband again, I had to wait here for John Locke.
Oh, he's outside, that's it.
But considering he's dead, we ain't holding our breath.
Well, you might want to look outside.
Is that the bottom of the well? No, it can't be. The hell?
Outside.
That's an unusual way of summoning something.
Came to say goodbye.
No, you didn't. You came to gloat.
No, don't act as if I wanted this. You brought this on yourself.
Are you quite certain you want to do this, Benjamin?
You left the island regularly. You had a daughter with an outsider. You broke the rules, Charles.
And what makes you think you deserve to take what's mine?
Because I won't be selfish. Because I'll sacrifice anything to protect this island.
You wouldn't sacrifice Alex.
You're the one who wanted her dead, Charles. Not the island.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing you, boy.
That's how Charles left the island. I thought he went donkey wheel, but
Last time we didn't have to wait this long.
It's not a train, John. It doesn't run on a schedule.
Well, if it's not going to come to us, then
maybe we go to it.
I suppose we'll have to go to it.
It doesn't work that way. I only know how to summon it. I don't know where it actually is.
I do.
Do you now? That's interesting. How does he know? And John is very sure there.
Hello.
Charles? It's Benjamin.
How did you get this number?
This is it. This is where
What's that, Benjamin?
he's going to attack Penny.
Kill your daughter. In fact, I'm looking at our mutual friend right now.
Hopefully Penny battered the rubbish out of him before he could do anything to her.
Hey! What are you doing here?
Desmond! Desmond!
Hello, Penelope. My name is Benjamin Linus. I'm sorry that you're caught up in the middle of this thing, but your father...
My father and I have absolutely no relationship
Your
whatsoever,
father is
so
a
whatever...
really terrible human being. He's responsible for the killing of my daughter. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Charlie, go back inside, babe! Mommy! Charlie, go inside!
He's faced with the same situation. Good, good. Good, good. Thank God for that. I thought Desmond was dead there for a second.
What lies in the shadow of the statue?
The temple, but what?
I have no idea what...
Get everyone else. Tell them it's time. And tie him up.
They've been infected, haven't they, with whatever it was that Rousseau's team got infected with. What lies in the shadow of the temple, of the statue? The statue's only a foot at this point. I wouldn't trust him to go alone.
I'll meet you outside. If I live...
Ben!
I think this is somewhere he's never been before. Is it? Full of hieroglyphs. We're building up for a big moment, I think. Is that Anubis? Oh, it's coming. Him being a proper dad.
She means nothing to me.
Oh.
You want to kill her? Go ahead.
Listen to me, you bastard. I know that you're already planning to kill John again. And I want you to know that if you so much as touch him, I will hunt you down and destroy you. You will listen to every word John Locke says, and you will follow his every order. Do you understand?
It let me live.
Not! I couldn't have gone through a whole episode already. So it would seem that the black smoke was kind of rifling through Ben's memories to try and find the one person that would have the most impact on him. I don't know if that was specifically a judgment, but he's been told now, hasn't he? Do not harm a hair on John Locke's head. Yeah, he hasn't got any. Okay then, let's choose a different phrase. Oh dear, I didn't think that one through, did I? Ben is not to harm John Locke in any way, shape or form, and is to follow his word exactly and to the letter. That's what I got from it. Let's see if Ben can be the follower rather than the leader. I know he doesn't like it, but he's going to have to lump it for now. What's going on with the 316 on the beach? They seem to have gone a little bit insane, asking weird riddles. Why are they asking weird riddles? Have they been infected? Has something happened to them while Frank and Son were on the mainland? And where is Son? Why didn't Son go into pardon me. Why didn't Son go into the temple as well? Caesar appears to be dead now, and I think that was BS, because Caesar was a good character and Ben just killed him for no good reason that I could see. He could have just told him that he was going with John Locke willingly. Why did he have to create that situation and then shoot Caesar? Seems no point to it. The island chooses who the island chooses. So Charles Widmore was in charge for quite a long time, and he got banished from the island by Ben, and has been unable to get back to the island ever since. Whereas Ben found it quite easy, but luckily he didn't kill Penny. He got battered by Desmond. I'm glad of that. Desmond, gunshot wound. But then again, Desmond can see the future sometimes, so maybe he protected himself in some way, knowing it was going to happen. I don't know. But either way, Penny's alive. Desmond's alive. So I'm happy with that. That's all good. That's all great. And Ben, when he was down in the temple, he didn't seem to know really where he was or what he was doing. So this is totally beyond him and beyond his experience. Well, where is this going to lead? And when just before the smoke monster came out, Ben was looking at that big plaque on the wall with the hieroglyphs, and it had like a jackal-headed god, a jackal-headed figure. This guy and Ankh. Is this the statue, more or less, that we've seen? We saw the long hair down the back. We saw, you know, the arm, this arm, carrying the Ankh. Or that's what it looked like. Even on the statue, when we saw it, the ears were in the wrong place. Could we be looking at some sort of incarnation of Anubis? Or some sort of manifestation of Anubis? Or some other jackal-headed god of the dead? Is that what the statue is? Why the riddle? Why the riddle? What lies in the shadow of the statue? We don't know what lies in the shadow of the statue, so... Okay then, on with the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, keep well. Bye-bye.